I'm live. Hello, this is the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, and this is the week that was. So glad you could drop in. I've been trying to do this live a couple of times, but it keeps dropping off. So hopefully we've got it right. If you are tuning in, welcome, and if you do hit the thumbs up, that would be awesome. So what has the week been? Let's have a look. The video I did. There was a mass shooting in Hamburg, in Germany, and we had 6 people shot dead, 8 injured, and one of those injured was a pregnant lady who lost her baby. So technically speaking, we had 7 people killed by an angry ex-Jehovah's Witness. He had rumoredly been associated or baptized in the Jehovah's Witness congregation at the age of 30, and then at the age of 35 he actually died by suicide. He took his own life. He ran upstairs and he shot himself. So that was terrible. A lot of people were saying it was terrible for the Jehovah's Witnesses. So I did a video about it. It actually finished up being 2 hours long, and the reason why I did that video was because I was brought up a Jehovah's Witness, and because I got disfellowshipped and kicked out of that organisation at the age of 23, you get discommunicated, and it's a real hard yak to actually get your life back in order after. So this guy, it was rumoured that he was disfellowshipped or kicked out of the Jehovah's Witness church at the age of, the same night he did the shooting. He shot into a car 10 times, and the person that was in the car fled and wasn't injured. So either he was a lousy shot, or the lady in the car he knew, and it might have been his girlfriend, partner. I'm just making things up here. I don't really know for sure. But the terrible events were that 6 people were shot dead. 1 later died, which was an unborn baby, and 8 people were injured. So absolutely terrible. But the reason I did the video, it's 2 hours long. I recorded it twice, is because the Jehovah's Witnesses were blaming the ex-JW community. So it was just absolutely unreal. So I did a video explaining my background and my upbringing and what that religion is all about. It's a terrible religion, and they literally teach us, or did teach us at the time, to pray for the day when Armageddon was coming. Armageddon is when the Jehovah's Witness organization is going to do away with every single man, woman, child, and the only people that are going to last or live are the people that are Jehovah's people. So I did a video all about it and how I felt about it, how I should feel about it. And you probably, if you're not involved in a religion like the Jehovah's Witness or a cult, you probably won't really get what it's all about. But I've had some amazing feedback. I think I've had about 700 people look at it within 24 hours, which is a really good number of people. So feel free to watch the very first 15 minutes of that. And that was one of my videos. Another video was one about Keith Williams and Clayton Ford. It was an old video that was recorded on the 6th of August 2022. And I've got about 40 videos that I actually took off my YouTube channel, and I put one back. But it was actually showing the fine form that Keith Williams is in. Now, about a month ago, I actually heard that Keith Williams is alleging through his community that he has stage 4 cancer, and is actually getting his affairs in order, and he doesn't know how long he's got to live. So my next video that I'm going to do is actually me showing you that I do have good reason to believe he is trying to get his affairs in order. However, it has not been substantiated that he has cancer of any form. And I have another theory which I'm going to share with people. So stay tuned for that video. If you're watching this now, do please hit the thumbs up if you're logged into your YouTube channel. It's always a pain when you're watching things on your mobile phone, isn't it? So you might have seen the cover. You might have seen me standing outside the courts of Christchurch, which is my hometown. That is because Stephen McCullough has been trying to serve papers on me for over 7 days. He's been going to the wrong address, and we've managed to be chasing the guy around that's been delivering the papers. He still hasn't delivered the papers to me, but he did drop off a copy of the papers to my accountant, because that's where my registered thing is. Now, just because someone decides that they are a millionaire and they have a lot of money to throw around doesn't mean that I'm in trouble or anything. I've produced about 5 videos, well, actually I've produced about 15 videos now about Stephen McCullough and about his the things that he's been doing. So basically, he's trying to throw his weight around, and he's basically filed with the High Court of New Zealand that he's going to try to do me for a defamation case. So good luck with that, Stephen. We also have got about 40 people that have come forth who said they have been sued by him. And everything I say in my videos can be backed up. So I'm actually, but the unfortunate thing, it does cost a lot of money to go to court. But we have, a system for handling that. So I'm looking forward to going to court and defending myself against Stephen McCullough if it ever gets there. And also I've got a few surprises along the way. So just because I've received a 50-page document from Harmon Lawyers, outlining all the things that I said about Stephen in the videos. And one of the claims was so funny because he claims that I've hurt his feelings. and that was quite scary. And the other one too, I did write an email back to his own lawyers who are representing him, asking whether they believe in live dinosaurs. Because one of the statements in there was alleging that I'm accusing him of being a scammer, and he did a Kickstarter campaign back in 2012, and he raised $29,000 for a Kickstarter campaign where he was alleging that he was going to go hunting for live dinosaurs. So I'm basically pulling his bluff there. Going by the articles that were online, it does quite clearly state that the people that invested the money from the Kickstarter campaign were the ones that were complaining that he misappropriated the funds. He alleged that he had his equipment stolen, and then he also alleged that he didn't have his paperwork in order, and he was going to go back to the US and do another Kickstarter campaign. And then I've got in 2016, he's done another Kickstarter campaign trying to promote a game where people were going to get paid real gold if they played the game. And then we have another outrageous claim where he believes that his Apollo currency is backed by gold. So we've got all these claims that he's made. We've also got screenshots of everything. So it's going to be a bit of a hoot. I'm quite looking forward to it, to be honest. I've got a good team of people around me. I've got screenshots, recordings. We've got all sorts of things backed up. And I've also got 40 people that have come forward who said that they have been scammed. And what I'm doing is I'm here to name and shame anyone that is running a Ponzi scheme or a scam. And I can only go by the information that I get provided. 3 people that come on the original video that he's complaining about, they have all been, well, not all of them, but most of them have been paid off. But we still have a confession, if you like, and information from these people claiming that they were scammed by Luna One, which is Stephen McCullough's company. So that's quite exciting. So I've got, I think I've got 5 weeks basically to put together a reply to his claims, and that will be done in due course. If you are worried about your money that you may have lost with Hyperverse, there's not much happening there at the moment, but it's really cool. Like I bust a lot of these scams online. One is Novatech. I can't believe it, actually. The Canadians have finally put out a warning that Novatech is a scam, but the scam has already fallen over. We've got wewe.Global. When I heard that somebody was trying to serve me papers, I didn't know whether it was wewe.Global or Hyper Technology Inc., which is Steve McCullen's, and it's finished up being Steve McCullen. But anyway, Novatech scam has fallen over. That's one. We've got wewe.Global, which we currently have been watching a guy by the name of Steve Kondos, and he's actually been posting some really interesting motivational quotes from people about how you don't want to miss out in investing in crypto. Now, if you want to get the best out of my YouTube channel and you want to support me, I will need a little bit of money. And so I am actually going to do not a Kickstarter campaign, but I'm going to do a Give a Little page and set that up for people who actually want to help me fight these scams. So I haven't done it yet. I'm just, somebody suggested it to me. I've got 3 or 4 different lawyers that have been giving me a little bits of advice and things I could do. And that's one I might you might see coming out in the not too distant future. I basically want to name and shame anyone that's running a Ponzi scheme or a scam. And the real good thing is when you hear that people are getting done for it. So another one I heard of, we've got Cash FX, which has fallen over. We've got Novatech that's fallen over. We've also got Stable Deo, which is a laugh because Stable Deo is Sam Lee's new baby. And it looks like that has stopped paying out people. Then there's another one called, I can't even say it, but if you are... I'm going to do another video about this other organization that basically they've got Sam Lee pushing it. I can't remember the name of it. You'll have to wait until it comes out. But my point is, have a look at go to my YouTube channel, go to the community area, and in there you'll see I post a lot of correspondence in there. And I had a couple of polls running. I did a poll basically saying to people, how long before I get served these papers? Well, if you put 7 or more days, you would have been correct. I still haven't been served the papers officially. I've wrote to his lawyers and actually asked them for a copy of the documents, which I now have. and then they said that I've been evading the guy that's serving them. And I said, well, make sure you give him the correct information. But rather than I said to him I could meet him somewhere and he could serve me the papers. But now I've recommended that my lawyer that it looks like is going to be handling my case has suggested that I tell them, get advice, tell his lawyers to wait until I get legal advice before I agree to receiving any papers. So that's it. That's the week that was. I'm a bit tired. No one likes papers being served to them from people who are scammers, and it's just a shame. That the people with the most money often can throw their weight around. But hey, I'm not here for any personal vendetta other than to, really expose these people. I don't really care what they throw at me. If I have done anything naughty, then I'm sure they can go to YouTube and ask for the videos to be removed. But I'm just here helping to expose these criminals, and that's what I'm doing. So I appreciate all the support and the comments. By all means, if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see there's a Telegram group. Please join it. Come along. We've got a few of the bogeys in there as well. And what I mean by that is we've got a lot of the scammers actually trying to collect information from our own Telegram group, which is a bit ridiculous, really. That's cool. Anyway, I'm still here and I'll do a video. Next video is going to be about Keith Williams. Has he really got stage 4 cancer? And has he really thought that is going to be a good exit strategy? I will explain about the exit strategy that he has actually obviously received and why we haven't seen him since we think the 22nd of November. If you can remember the last time you saw Keith Williams on a video, please do let me know, but I do think the only last time was on the 22nd of November. And that will help me, come up with some interesting, because some interesting things happened around that time. I was in the New York Times on the printed edition on the 13th of November and the online version on the 11th of November. And in that article, they quoted that Keith Williams was giving me a hard time about my cheap suit and how I was just creating YouTube videos for clicks. Look at me now. Hey, thanks for watching, and look forward to seeing you guys online. And please do keep the comments coming. I really appreciate them. You have a good day. See ya. That's the week that was with the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. Woohoo!